All right. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, January the 17th, 2025. We are 2 days after open enrollment just ended. All right. So the primary topic, but I cannot wait to have a bunch of you guys on here asking me questions. The primary topic here is going to be this. Is Luis, ACA has ended. Let me correct myself. ACA Open Enrollment has ended. Now what? I want to get into this business. Am I completely out of luck? Do I now have to wait until open enrollment starts next year? That's a really, really good question. All right. So I'll wait for a few of you guys to come join us. Please ask some questions, type them out, but I want to focus on what is it that we can do year round right now to write ACA. And I will just tell you this, there's a lot of business to be written, okay? I'll continue before I jump into the topic as we get more people coming in. I will tell you this, that the lead game out there has changed, okay? Creating leads on social media has completely changed. I was checking my email. I just saw something about TikTok, I guess officially being banned. You know what? I was just breezing through on my emails. You know what? I'm just going to check here. Was it officially gone? Hold on here. Let me see here. It just on the breaking news for our local here in San Antonio, SCOTUS, Secretary of the United States, I guess. In fact, I'll go ahead and share this with you. Let's take a quick look here while we wait and grow this thing. All right, share. Let's go. All right, right here. Look at this, guys. Supreme Court upholds law banning TikTok if it's not sold by its Chinese parent company. Okay, the Supreme Court on Friday, today, unanimously upheld the federal law banning TikTok beginning Saturday, unless it's sold. Man. So, wow. I will share the link to this article if you want to take a look at it. Let me post it here on the comments. But guys, ask me some questions. I'd be super glad to answer all the questions out there. I just posted the link. So, can we advertise on TikTok? So one of my thought processes was, we're going to talk about where else can we market on social media? Well, Facebook completely changed the game. YouTube is going to be probably the next frontier. And then what about TikTok? I was like, okay, we're going to run TikTok ads. Well, if it gets banned, well, there goes that social media platform. So anyway, guys, lots of changes. And here are my thoughts on changes. There's a lot of people that don't like what's happening and they're going to bow out. Fine, get out of the game. But it's going to thin the herd. For those of us that manage to figure it out, we're going to win. So hang in there. All right, let's get in here. Timothy, thank you, man. Appreciate your content. In fact, I'm going to post a comment here. Here we go. Appreciate your content. We spoke some time ago. Okay, yes, I got your email. Okay, so I gotten my life and health license and wanted to make the transition. Okay, just unsure how to replace my current income of $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Man, very doable, but I'm not going to blow smoke up your behind and tell you that it's very easy. Okay, it's all about sales. Okay, bottom line is what it boils down to is you have to have a book of business. ACA does not pay advance commissions. Okay, they pay as earned. So some products you write and you get the commission for the entire year, and then you're hoping and praying that they don't cancel, because if they cancel, the insurance company wants their unearned commissions back, which means, let's say that they write you a check for $1,000 for the whole year, but the insured cancels right in the middle. Well, 500 of that was unearned, which means the insured didn't stay those remaining months, so you have to write a check back. Okay, I don't like advanced commissions because you're like, oh, please don't cancel, please don't cancel. All right, now as earned means you still get the same amount of money, but they give it to you every single month. Okay, which means it's real money in the sense that you never have to worry about a chargeback. Okay, so ACA pays like that. Now, to give you an idea so that you can backward plan on this, is you have to, and for every 100 heads, so let me make sure I got my math here done here right. For every 100 heads. Now, contract levels and commissions vary. And also they vary by plan and by state and by carrier. So there's a lot of variables. So I'm going to lowball the hell out of this. I'm going to pay you, I'm going to make these assumptions based on a $20 per member per month. Okay, that's how we get paid. Every single person that we write, we get paid. So let's say that you have 100 heads, okay, and you're getting paid $20 for each one. That's $2,000 a month. You want 10K, okay? Well, you got to have 500 heads. Yep, you have to have 500 heads insured for you to make 10K a month. Okay, so you start doing some math. How in the hell am I going to get 500 heads? Okay, well, you got to get out there. Okay, are you going to write 500 in 1 month? No, not. I mean, I guess you could have a call center or whatever, but it's going to take time to build into that. And we just finished open enrollment. So can you do it in a year? Oh, hell yeah. But let's say month 1, you only write 50. Okay, well, that means 50, and I'm lowballing that times 20. That means you only make $1,000 that next month commission. And then you write another 50. That means now you have 100 heads. Then the following month you get $2,000. And you kind of start building. So you gotta come up with a plan, and I'll help you with that. I mean, there's no secret out there. But the game plan is now you have to figure out how to write a lot of members and get to that 500 mark as quick as you can. The other deal is that nobody writes business and everything sticks. Okay, you're going to have probably a minimum of 20% attrition. They're going to leave you for whatever reason. They're not going to pay their bills. Maybe they get a job and they get insurance at work. Maybe they get married and their spouse has group insurance. Who knows? All these different reasons. But you're going to lose 20%. So you have to account for that. And then now that you know what that number is, now you got to start doing your marketing plan to acquire that book of business. So can you do it in 1 year? Hell yeah, I think you can. But you've got to start writing. You got to have a game plan to write maybe 100 policies a month. Okay, 100 a month, that'll get you to 1,200. And let's say that you lost a quarter of that. Okay, so you write 1,200, you lose a quarter, that's at 300. You end up with 900 heads. 900 heads, and I'm lowballing the commission. Now you're at about 18,000 monthly. So doable, man, doable. So what we have to do, Timothy, and this is for everybody out there, for those of you that want to get into this business, okay, once you get your life and health license, that's step 1. You got to go get E&O, okay? All right, so you can go shop for that. E&O is our malpractice insurance for errors and omissions that we may have. I'm going to share this with y'all. This is where I would recommend that you go. Try these guys. You try it, hunt for it if you want to. But as you're looking at this, I have sent a bunch of agents to Napa E&O. Okay. They're very competitive. Okay. Hop in here, take a look at their rates. You're going to need, let's see here. So if you're a new agent, you would fall under newly licensed. You want life and health. Okay. I think this is the plan. You don't want to do Medicare only. If you're not over 2 years, you don't do this one. So you're going to hop in and do this one. Policy details. Let's see here. You're going to want to get long-term care, disability, Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplements. If you're going to sell annuities, fixed and index annuities, you'll bump up here. And if you're going to do all of A, all of B, but add variable products, you'll bump up to here. But let's say that you're going to do this one. You're rocking, and you're going to want to get $1 million plan. Okay, so let's go to the calculator. Let's say you start 1-1. You're a newly licensed life and health agent. Okay. Confirm your revenue. Well, let's just say your plan is to get 100,000. You want this one, the 1 mil for sure. And let's just do option A. It's not bad. I mean, you're a total one-time payment of $355, or you can break it up into monthly payments. So not a bad deal. Okay. Now, once you get your license, you get your E&O. Okay. Then we start contracting. I will get you guys set up with contracting with all the ACA carriers in your state. So depending on your state, okay, here we go. Depending on your state, you will get all the carriers. So let's assume that you're in Texas. You go to Texas, and these are all the carriers you're going to want. So I'll set you up with all these. Is this all of them in Texas? No, we don't have everybody. You're free to go get out those other ones if you want, but these are going to be your major players. Okay. Also, we've got different colors here. We've got the gray ones, which we're not in. Okay, fine. If you live in one of those states, we're screwed. I can't help you. You can still get them, but I just can't help you. If you're in a green, aqua, whatever this color is, that is a state-based exchange. So what that means is that in California, they don't participate in the federal market. Okay, they have their own certification and they use their own enrollment platform. This one is called coveredca.com. If you're in Nevada, same thing. Okay, they have their own certification and their own platform. Now, if you're in any of the blue states, this is the federal platform. You go certify at one place, portal.cms.gov. That's it. One certification, and it works on all the blue states. And then you can use Health Sherpa to quote and enroll in any of these blue states. So if you're in Texas and you want to sell in Nebraska, you've got to get a Nebraska non-resident license. Then you go get contracted with carriers in Nebraska. Okay. And then you start since you're already certified, you're ready to go. All right, Timothy, I hope that gives you some insight. All right, let's continue here. Let's go, Timothy. Let's see here. I'm selling ACE, seems to take quite possibly years either way. Yeah, it just takes, every business takes time, man. You're not going to hop in. The problem with insurance, it's very, very lucrative. I'm 54. I'm about to be 54. I'm retiring. Okay, I don't work on Friday. So at home, you see in my background on my home here. I'm 54. I'm doing a 4-day work week. I'm on my way out. But I will just tell you that the first couple of years in the industry, I could have worked at Walmart and made more money. Okay. The insurance industry, at least for the way it happened to me, because I'm not a big life guy. We did great, but I have a P&C agency, Medicare, ACA. It's not fast money, it's slow money. Okay. So it does take time. And that's why you don't see agents in every freaking corner. If it's so good, Luis, why isn't everybody doing it? Well, because a lot of people cannot survive the beginning of a business, which most businesses, you just don't strike gold right away. Most. Okay. It takes time to get there. This business is a renewal business. That means you got to build your book, and then it starts getting lucrative. All right, Felipe. Luis, hey, hello, Long Beach, California, man. Hey, thank you for being on today's call, man. Now we're going to go over to ACA. We're going to talk about all the elections that we can use. Thank you for being on here. All right, let's go with Christine. How do I market face-to-face after OEP? How do I find more people to enroll? All right. What you're asking me, Christine, is to show you where that pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow. Okay. And I would tell you this, if I had it, I don't think I'd share it. I'd be in my own island right now with, getting a banana leaves flagged and somebody feeding me grapes, but I'm here at home. Okay. So I'm going to tackle that. I am going to bring that up today. Okay. What are things I need to be doing to get 500 people? So I am going to answer that question from what I think you should be doing. Jim Olander, hey man, thanks for being on here, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, and hello to you. All right, let's get into ACA Open Enrollment ended. Is it game over? Am I done? Okay, can I still write business? So yes, you sure can. In fact, last night I was talking to one of my agents, Luis, guy missed open enrollment. Okay, what can I do? I'm like, well, you got some options. So let's get in here. And guys, I'm going to talk to you first about this. This is what I think you guys should be doing. So the first thing I told this guy was like, look, we have a permanent low income special election. And he looked at me like, what? What do you mean low income? I'm like, yeah, if they fall between 100% and 150% of the federal poverty level. And I told him, you got the chart. He's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, dude, come on. You don't have the chart? Okay, so give me a minute. I'm pulling it up right now. So here's what I would do. Guys, get my smart book. Okay, let me find my smart books here. I have an ACA and a Medicare smart book in English and Spanish. Okay, I'm going to pull up the ACA smart book. All right, give me 1 minute. What, I uploaded my wrong one here. But either way, you know what? Here's what I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so this is my smart book that I'm showing you here. All right, so just to let you know, and I'm going to share the link to this for you to go buy this smart book. Okay, it also a little support for me for everything that I do. Let me just go find, where do you go and get the smart books? Right here. All right, there it is. You go to that website and you can buy all my stuff. Okay, so here is the federal poverty chart. Okay, I make this every year. Yes, it's 2024, but that's what we use for 2025. So you will see in here that I have highlighted 100% to 150%. Okay, this is the chart. So what this means is that if somebody falls between that number, okay, if they fall between that number, they have a low income special election. And that special election can be utilized all year long. Okay. Now, if you're in a state that expanded Medicaid, like Illinois, okay, they expanded Medicaid. The reason I have the 138 is because those states where the Medicaid was expanded, the window for that low income SEP got narrower. Okay, it's between 138 and 150. In Texas, we did not expand Medicaid. So anybody that falls, I'm going to go down here to the annual chart. Anybody that falls between 100 to 150 is good to go. So I had a couple. Okay, this couple makes 30K a year. So a household of two, if they make between 20,440 to 30,660, they qualify for that low income SEP. All right. So you get this chart in my book. Okay. Secondly, look at all the stuff that I go over. Now, I did do a complete update on this thing, so it's going to look a little more better. Okay. In fact, give me a minute. I'm going to go find I think I just uploaded the older smart book, the older version, but I did update it. But I go over income stuff. I go over household stuff. I go over all the immigration stuff. I have a list of all the special enrollments. I go over the low income, which I just did. We talk about family glitch. Then I go into a lot of stuff that you can cross sell. All the dental plans with Emeritus, the vision plans with Emeritus, the indemnity plans. I have a copy of the intake sheet in here. I have a lot of good stuff for you. I have the consent forms. I've got everything in here for you. Just take advantage of it, guys. Book is $100 and you buy it one time and you're good to go. Okay, so help me out here. Take advantage of it. But that is just one, guys, that is just one special election that you can utilize. Okay, I'm going to pull up here a list of other special elections that you can utilize. Okay, give me 1 minute. Let me get these ready. And guys, keep asking some questions. Let's see here. We have any comments? Pump them away. Don't be afraid. Okay, let's go to what else we can do. So I'm bringing you information straight from the horse's mouth here. Okay, I'm not making this crap up. So for those of you that are wondering, what is a special election? This is just a way to get into the marketplace, a way to get into a plan outside of open enrollment. Okay, which just shut down January the 15th. Okay, so the only way to get in is I just shared with you, number one, the low income SEP. And it's not something that you go and click on that SEP. It's automatically there. When you're looking at a client on Health Sherpa, you will see a button that says change plan. That just means that it already knows that they qualify and it gives you the ability to change plan. Okay, FYI. But if you can't use a low income SEP, now what you can do is you can find all these different special elections that you can utilize. And they're pretty much life changes. Something major that happened. So let's go into some of these life changes. So we've got changes in the household, getting married. Okay, you can pick a plan by the last day of the month and your coverage will start the first day. Okay, right, fine. Having a baby, adopting a child, or placed a child in foster care. Okay, getting divorced. Okay, you got divorced or legally separated and you lost your coverage. Divorce or legal separation without losing coverage. Okay, this is key here, guys. Divorce or legal separation without losing coverage does not qualify you for the special enrollment. So if you just got divorced, but you didn't have health insurance, well, just because you got divorced doesn't mean you now have a way in. Okay, you died. Well, you don't need insurance if you're dead, right? I'm kidding. Okay, if the primary died, okay, then other people in the household will qualify for a special enrollment. Okay, but again, it's boiling down to if someone on your plan dies, which causes you to lose your plan. So let's say, well, that means pretty self-explanatory. Okay, let's go to the next one. Changes in your residence. You qualify for a special enrollment if you move to a new home in a new zip or county, or you move to the U.S. from a foreign country or a territory, or you move to or from the place you attended school if you're a student, a place you both live and work if you're a seasonal worker, You move to or from a shelter or other transitional housing. Moving only for medical treatment. A lot of people do this, okay, with some serious conditions like cancer, where they will go live where that cancer research center is and that treatment center for 2 or 3 months. That does not count, okay? You must prove you had qualifying health coverage for 1 or more days during the 60 days before you move. You don't need to provide proof if you're moving from a foreign country. All right. So just because you move and you don't have insurance, that doesn't create the special election. You have to move and prove that you moved and you had insurance. Loss of health coverage. Okay, this is probably the most popular one. If I can highlight this. There we go. Loss of coverage. Okay, what happens here? I love using loss of coverage. You may qualify for a special election if you or anyone in your household lost qualifying health coverage in the past 60 days, or you expect to lose it in the next 60 days. If you lost Medicaid or CHIP, Children's Health Insurance coverage, in the past 90 days, you will also qualify. So, what are the different types of insurance that count for loss of coverage? You lost coverage at work. That's job-based coverage. Okay, this was number one. This is the big one. You lost individual health coverage. Okay, let's click on that. Okay, if you had a marketplace plan and it was discontinued, you lost eligibility for your student health plan. You lost eligibility because you don't live in that service area. Okay, your individual or group health plan has ended. Your income decreased, and now you qualify for savings on the marketplace plan. All right. All right. Beautiful thing here. You lost Medicaid or CHIP. That's a 90-day window. Okay. Eligibility for Medicare. Okay. You may qualify for a special enrollment period if you lose your Medicare. All right. You have to completely lose it. I don't know how that happens, but you lost it. All right. Coverage through a family member. So if somebody in that household is turning 26, one of the kids, where they're going to age out of that plan, so now you can write them. A family member loses health coverage. A family member loses health coverage or coverage for their dependents. Divorce or legal separation. Death of a family member. Or maybe you're no longer a dependent. Okay, you're filing your taxes on your own. An employer offers to help with the cost. So this one, if that employer implemented a ICRA or a QSERA, okay, it's not very common, but the creation of the ICRA and the QSERA creates a special election. It's out there. I just don't see a lot of that happening. It costs the employer money to set up a ICRA or a QSERA. They don't have to pay for the plan, but they have to implement that ICRA or QSERA, and that costs money. Usually a lot of these small employers, that's the issue. That's why they don't have insurance, because of money. And it's just a hard thing to set up. Okay. Other qualifying changes: gaining membership into the Alaska Native Claim Settlement Act, tribe, or that you become a citizen, you leave jail, okay, you're no longer in jail, or you're no longer incarcerated. All right, and I think there's a few more. I mean, there's really a lot of ways to get into the marketplace. Okay, now, question is, all right, awesome. At least I know how to get people in. Now, how do I go get people? So, Christine, this is for you. All right, so how do you go out there and you get people? All right, well, there's no secret. Okay, now trust me, if I had the answer, man, if I had that pot of gold, geez, I wouldn't be here. You would see me on some tropical island, because I love the warm water. I'd be on a tropical island. I'd be on the beach, In the background, you'd hear the waves. I'd have these people flagging the banana leaves and airing me. Okay, I'd be drinking a pina colada from a coconut. But where am I? Okay, so point I'm trying to make is there's no secrets to gaining clients. So there's two ways to go get clients. Two of them. Okay, grassroots. Okay, let's do it this way: farming and hunting. Okay, so you got to eat, right? You either farm your food or you go hunt for your food. That's it. How else can you do it? Well, nobody's gonna just deliver food like the grocery store. You still got to pay for it, but you're not gonna, somebody's not gonna give it to you. So let's talk about farming. Okay, so when you farm business, or typical farming, I'm not a farmer, but you know what, I know a little bit. Okay, you got to have a piece of land. Okay, you got to go get the land ready. Okay, you got to plant the seed. Okay, then you got to fertilize, you got to water it, you got to take care of it, and that whatever you plant just boom doesn't grow up immediately. Okay, it takes time. Okay, that's farming. Okay, now let's talk about hunting. Okay, hunting takes money, right? You got to go buy a gun, you got to buy bullets, you got to know how to shoot. Okay, then you got to go hunt for your game, whatever you're hunting for, so that you can eat it. Okay, it's fast. You don't have to, I mean, it's a lot quicker, but it takes money to make that happen. So how does that relate to leads? Farming. Okay, when you're going to go and farm, I'm thinking these are the 4 things that you can do to farm for leads, and they're slow. It's like dating. You got to build that relationship. Okay, number 1 is you got to get out to in your community. Okay, you got to get out there and do stuff. Get out to the open air flea markets. It's freaking cold right now. I wouldn't do it now, but when it warms up, a lot of Obamacare target rich people, low income people, go to flea markets. Get out there and market. Set up a booth at the flea market. I used to do that. I don't do it no more because I don't have to. Okay, but I had to because I had to grow my business. So I had a booth. I'd get up. I mean, I hate doing it now. I mean, I wouldn't do it now, but you have to get there super early. By 7 o'clock, those flea markets are rocking and rolling. You got to get there like at 5 o'clock in the morning. You drive your vehicle where everybody's walking, so there's nobody around, and you park, and then you get your table ready, you get your banners ready, you set up, and then by 6:37, people are. I mean, it's hot. It's happening. So get out to an open air flea market and sell. Okay. Second thing. Okay. Get out to your community. Go hang out where people hang out. Okay. Where low income people hang out. Okay. Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. Get out there. Talk to that store manager. Hey, can I set up a booth? I help a lot of low income people, your clients, with their health insurance. Can I set up something here? Okay, maybe they do, maybe they don't. Okay, how about community centers? Get out and community centers. How about setting up? How about posting at the library that you're going to talk about health insurance for low income people? For people who have no insurance, you're going to talk about, run a seminar. I mean, you're thinking, well, how do I do a seminar? What do I talk about? Okay, I have a presentation for you guys that you can utilize. Okay, I don't give it away. I got to make some money, but I have an entire presentation that you can utilize and project into a screen. It's a Google slideshow. You can PowerPoint it, whatever you want to use, but it talks about healthcare. Okay, under 65. You can. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. Okay, takes a lot of work. You may be able to get a few people in there, but it's going to take effort to go do all that. Second thing, you can go out there and start networking with doctors, clinics, medical facilities, become a resource for them. Now, if you're thinking that you're just going to go to a doctor's office and get in and talk to that doc, not going to happen. I've tried it. Okay. I would just tell you, your competition is not other agents. Your competition is those pharmaceutical reps. And if you don't know this, pharmaceutical reps are very beautiful people. They hire models. I've yet to see an average person, and I can't compete with them. I mean, and they find their way in the door. I mean, I go in and I'm sitting and I'm like, she just walked in and maybe she had an appointment. Who knows? But I'm like, wow, what a good looking woman or guy. I mean, they just hire beautiful people. Okay. It's what it is. Things work that way. But what you can do is you can work with docs. Okay. And I have video on this one. Go to my YouTube channel. Let me see if I can pull it up while we're talking here. Okay, you're obviously here. You're probably already a subscriber, but if you're not, do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Okay, I'm going to share this video with you guys. Okay, I'm going to do it here while we're talking so you guys can see. All right, so go to my channel. Okay, so think Medicare, think ACA. You're here. If you're not a subscriber, help me out. Okay, but go and subscribe. Then what you'll do is here on the little magnifying glass, type in networking. Okay, you'll see here, I created a video here of networking with doctors. I got a little secret. Okay, so partner up, call that doc and play the game. Go watch that video. Okay, and then you can get in the door because you're going to try to set up an appointment with the staff, bring them some breakfast, bring them some lunch, do a lunch and learn, and you're going to talk about, hey, becoming that partner for that doctor's office when people have the wrong insurance that they don't take or they have no insurance. Okay, it's number 2. How about networking with P&C guys? I'm a P&C guy, but I'm the 1 out of 100 that sells health insurance. The other 99 P&C guys, they're idiots, but they don't want to do it. For whatever reason, they don't want to sell health insurance. Most of them hate it. They hate health insurance. So become a partner for them. Okay, split commissions because they're licensed. Okay, work their book, help them cross-sell. You do a lot of things for them, and I have information here in that video. Okay, how about networking with financial pros? You're like, what are you talking about? So I fell into this one. So I had a referral. A buddy of mine said, hey, Luis, go talk to these guys. They manage my money. They're really good. I'm like, fine. I went, set an appointment with them, and I'm like this, sitting there. And I'm like, you guys want to manage my money? What are you going to do for me? And I'm sitting there, and they're like, Luis, we got a problem here at this organization, at this firm. I'm like, okay. I'm like, if we do our job right, okay, we do our job right. The problem that we have is people will have enough money to retire, but they won't retire because they can't find insurance. If they're going to leave their employer, they're going to lose their insurance. Okay, sometimes they're over 65 and we don't know where to go send them to get their Medicare either. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm your guy. Okay, so a lot of these firms are registered investment advisor, who knows what, but they can't earn commissions. They get paid, they're fee-based advisors. So they get paid on the fee, whatever. But bottom line is they don't want to sell this. So you can become their health insurance guy or girl or gal to help them with insuring their people when they are losing insurance, or maybe they don't have insurance. They have, this guy has a lot of self-employed people with no insurance. So they give me a call, hey, we got another client or whatever. They have no insurance. Can you help them out? I'm like, hell yeah, I can. Okay, so it's a really good thing. Okay, so we have networking with, doing community events. We have P&C guys, doctors, financial pros, and I think I'm missing one. Oh, how about this one? How about communicating with your colleagues? All right, you got other people in the business. Tell them how horrible ACA is. You don't want to do it. Nah, you know what? Send it to me. I'll do it, and I'll split commissions with you. Okay, think about that. All right, so that was all farming. I'm sure there's more farming stuff. I don't know it all. Okay, so think about that. Now let's go to the hunting side. Hunting is you buy leads. Number one, I would never buy a lead from a lead vendor. They suck. Okay. Don't buy leads from lead vendors. Okay. New law coming into place. I don't know how they're going to even survive, but don't go buy leads. Number one. Number two. Okay. Number two is you need to create your own leads. Now, if you don't know what lead vendors do, they go advertise on social media and then they sell you and probably 20 agents that same lead. That's how they make money. So why not create your own ads? Why not create your own leads on social media? But the game is evolving, it's changing. So you got to know what you're doing. All right. So I've got two people that I recommend. Okay. Shauna with Click to Close and Oscar Gonzalez with Scale My Social. These are two guys, two different styles. They provide a course for you, and one provides ad creatives. Well, they even do a white glove thing for you. Okay, if you got the money, so that you can learn how to advertise on social media. What platforms? Facebook, TikTok, they're still around. Who knows? YouTube, Google, kind of the same deal. LinkedIn, Twitter or X. I mean, you go out there and figure out how to advertise and get leads. And on top of that, we get a lot of free business by doing posts on Facebook. We post 2 to 3 times a day about health insurance and how we just helped somebody and this was what their rate was. We don't give any PII away, but we give a lot of information to know, oh, wow, these guys do health insurance. Let me contact them. All right. Hope that helped you out, Christine. But that's what you've got to do. You got to play the game. All right. Let's go to Brittany. Brittany, Luis, I enjoy watching you. Thank you. I try to entertain. Insurance is boring, but it makes damn good money. I've learned so much about ACA. I need one of my questions answered. Sure. Can you explain why ACA commission pays out is $20 a head? Yes. Well, some carriers have 2 plans. They have a value plan or a limited plan, and they have their regular plan. Like I'll give you an example. In Texas, we have Blue Cross. Okay. Blue Cross has their My Blue and their regular Blue. My Blue is the cheapest. It's also a very limited network plan. Therefore, Blue Cross made the decision to pay $20 on that one. If you write the regular one, which is more expensive, which nobody takes, you can get 25 or 23, whatever. You get a higher commission. Ambetter does the very same thing. Ambetter writes, they have a $20 plan on their value, and then they have the full commissions on the other. And they're going to vary, Brittany, based on your contract level. They're going to vary based on the carrier and the state. Like right now, guys in Florida with Ambetter, we're paying them $28 a head for their full-blown plan. I don't know what they're getting on the value plan, but probably getting a few dollars less. It is what it is. Okay, so why is it so low? It's not low, Brittany. What you talking about, girl? You got to remember, it's not $20 a year. It's $20 a month per person. That means you're making $240 a year. If you go write 100 of those, that's $22,000. Go write 500 of them. Okay, plenty of, it's still very, very good. All right, let's go to Carolina Herrera. Is it better for me to start selling ACA part-time until I can build up a book of business and then go full-time? How can I build a plan of action with you? Very, very interesting question. Depends. Carolina, are you married? Okay. Do you have a spouse that can support you? Because this business is money's not going to come in like that. In fact, you're going to probably be negative because you're going to have to invest in the business. You may not make money, but you're going to be out there buying or creating leads. You're going to be spending money. Okay. So it depends on your financial situation. Okay. So if you can't financially do that, then you definitely do it part-time. Okay. Before my military career, before I was also a teacher, I did this part-time. Just got to juggle. Okay. The good thing about ACA, I would say, at least for the majority of the ages that I know, 90% of it is done over the telephone. So you can get done with your regular job and then work on this thing in the evenings. Okay. At 5, you get home, hey, you get with the family, you fix dinner, whatever, and then boom, you're done with the family. And then you spend 2 or 3 hours a day focusing on the clients. Remember, those clients are also at work too. So it could be a very lucrative time for you to build. And then what you would do is like, all right, how do I build an action plan with you? All right, well, let's say that you're a $30,000 a year person. Okay, you've got to have in your book of business. Now I'm going to lowball again, $20. Okay, let's do this. 30K a year. You need 125 heads. So if you're trying to replace an income of $30,000 a year, you need to write 125 people. If you go write mom, dad, 2 kids, that's 4 that you wrote already. Okay. So you can hit those goals, and then that can be your trigger when you decide, I'm done with my day job. Now I'm going to go into this thing full time. But ACA isn't the only money to sell that you can make. Okay. When you go write an ACA policy for somebody, you have that one. Okay. Let's say you go write mom and dad and 2 kids. I wish I had my little pad. Hold on. I do have a pad. I had a pad. Where's my pad? Okay. I had a pad. I got to find out where it's at. But let's say that you write mom, dad, and 2 kids, and we're assuming the $20. So that's 4. Okay. That year, remember that year, for that one person, you made $960. Make $1,000 from selling that one family. But that plan doesn't cover dental and vision. Okay. So you go in there and you sell that family a family dental and vision. And I'm going to estimate $120 a month. That's another $400 you can make. Okay, I'm annualizing the commissions. So that puts me, you're almost at $1,500 right there for that one family. Then you tell them, hey, you have an out of pocket for your hospitalization. Okay, maybe it's very low, maybe a couple of $1,000, maybe on the high end, $9,000. Do you have that $9,000? No. Okay, I got an indemnity plan that can help you meet those costs if you're in an accident, or if you are if you're hospitalized, we'll write you a check. Then you can take that money and pay that $9,000 or whatever that out of pocket is. Another chunk of change. All right. And then Carolina, check this out. Okay, you're gonna like this. So you've written that family of 4, and you're like, oh, I just took care of you. Give hugs, everybody's loving each other. And you're like, all right, now what? Well, Mr. Dad, Mrs. Mom, I'm so glad I got your health care taken care of. But we didn't write the most important policy that you've got. I'm like, what? Do you have life insurance? Got it at work. That's freaking awesome. You know that when you leave that employer, you're not taking it with you, right? Okay, it's recommended, not just by me, by the industry, that you have a plan outside of work. So here's what I got for you. I ran you a 20-year term policy for this amount of insurance, and here's your price. And I also did one for your wife. Okay. And if you go tell somebody, hey, I ran you a $500,000, they're going to look at you like, $500,000? Are you freaking crazy? I got to sleep with one eye open. My wife is going to kill me. She's going to take me out. Okay. Run the dime. Okay. What is dime? It's an acronym that allows you to come up with a death benefit. DIME. So tell them, Mr. Dad, how much debt do you have that we can pay off? Not including the mortgage, credit cards, car loans. Boom, come up with an amount. Let's just say it's $50,000. Okay, so they tell you 50. Okay, so you put down 50. Okay, all right. Income. Dad, we need to replace your income, right? Because you're dead. You died. Okay, let's at least replace your income for 3 years. You make $50K a year, so 50 times 3, it's 150. Boom. Okay. M, the mortgage. Let's pay your mortgage off. How much do you owe? Oh, $300,000. Okay. And then E, how many kids you got? 2. Why don't we create a fund for each one of them? That way they have their college paid for. Boom. 50 times 2, it's another 100. I just came up with $600,000. Now it makes that number very, very easy to sell. So Dad, I just ran you a policy for 500. You know what? Let's take it up to 750 because you know what? If you die, I don't think your wife is going to complain to get an extra chunk of change. Maybe we do a mill, okay? And you quote them and you sell the health insurance. That's how you do it. Then you go in there and you talk to Mama, okay? Hey, Mama, we need to get you insured. And you run the same dime on her and you do your thing. So now that one ACA sale can lead to maybe $2,500 in commission. I mean, it can get crazy for you. So, Carolina, the question, it's very, very doable. I would start with the steps that I illustrated here at the beginning of this YouTube live. Licensing, go get your E&O, then you get a hold of me and I will set you up with contracting, and then I set you up with training. I'm not going to leave you hanging just because I got your contracts. Hope that helped you out. If not, re-hit me up. All right, Lady Bay, is there a disaster-related SEP for ACA? Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Don't do it. You can't do it. Top Gun, best movie in the world ever. Yes, that's when the guy flies through the tower and buzzes the tower. And the guy, the tower control says, no, you can't. Okay, so no, bottom line is no. There are no disaster-related SEPs for ACA, only for Medicare. Man, I'm liking all the questions. Keep hitting me up, guys, because otherwise I run out of things to do. All right, Jay Nova. Luis, what do you think of the FTC sending out warning letters to lead gen and third-party marketing companies operating in the marketplace? I didn't even know they were doing that, but I know I logged into my farmer's portal and I got a big message that popped up. Okay, let me do it again here. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Every time I log in here, I guess I got to log out. Oh, here it is. Compliance notice. You cannot use automated telephone dialing systems to call customer, what? Prospect or lead cell phones for marketing purpose without prior express written consent. And new requirements for obtaining this consent are effective January 27th. Some states have stricter requirements, and using an artificial or pre-recorded voice also may require this consent. If it's your responsibility to ensure that you and any vendors you engage with comply with all laws and regulations when contacting customers, prospects, and leads. Oh, man. Well, when in the hell can I get a hold of them? At least my people. Wow. So what do I think? Man, it's just going to kill the lead vendors. It's going to open up. If those lead vendors can't create leads, it creates a void that we agents can fill. Think about that. Get them out of the freaking marketplace. Because remember, those guys, I hate them. I mean, I fell into that trap. Oh, I just bought some. Farmers gave me $1,000. Say, here, go use this lead vendor, try them out. I did it. I spent the $1,000 in less than a week. I got leads. Half of them were like, don't call me. I didn't request this. And then the other half were like, oh, leave me alone. I mean, we sold nothing, a wasted $1,000. Or at least it wasn't my money. Okay, but bottom line is lead vendors, if they get out and they're no longer advertising in social media, then this opens the door for us to create leads. Now, it doesn't really kill it. There's some new rules. I did a video with Oscar, our main lead guy, and the only thing changing is this. You got to have, I think, an updated privacy or whatever, that they got to agree to allow you to contact them. That's part of the privacy. Give me 1 minute. Magali, yes. Can you help me out here? It's Chase. Sorry, I just got a call from my bank, guys. Always wondering why the bank is calling. Okay, but I would say if they create a void, so if they're on Facebook, and they click on your lead form, they enter their data, and they agree for you to contact them, you're fine. The only problem that's happening, and this is what I learned from Oscar, my lead guy, my one of the guys that I work with for social media advertising, is that you can no longer discriminate. They're considering discrimination when you focus on an area like Texas. They want you to run the ad nationally. I'm like, why? I'm not licensed in every freaking state, but it's discriminating if you're just choosing Texas. They just put insurance. He said, no, insurance has always been in a special category. They just never enforced it. But on the 27th of January, they're going to enforce it. So, which means it's going to create some issues. So anyway, that's what it is. J Nova, what do I think? I think it's going to create a void that will allow us to fill, and maybe we can capitalize on it. But you got to make sure you're doing things right. So I'm going to have, since I'm an agent like you, I think you're an agent also. I don't know how to do this thing, but we're going to all have to find out. So I'll be bringing in experts to come talk to us about this. Data is amazing. And of course it is. It's very difficult to jump into life and health and make 10K, 90% failure. Yeah, you know what? The coming into the life industry in itself is hard. Okay, I don't know how agents just sell nothing but life. Okay, yeah, I agree. Life insurance is not easy, but when you angle it as a cross sell from something that they already need, like health insurance, it's super easy. Okay, compared to just being a life agent and just attacking that. Okay, so I would say 100% yes. It is very, very, a lot of life agents don't make it. New York Life, there's a lot of recruiting of graduates and business graduates, and they put them to their life programs, and I mean, 1 out of 100 survive. They're just like a factory. They just put them in and pump them out, and most of them quit, can't do it, can't sell anything, because again, there's no magical lead source at the end of that rainbow that everybody wants. There's no, I mean, nobody has found it, and nobody is ever going to find it. Okay. So again, you can have all the training, you can have all the knowledge, you can have a PhD in healthcare and life insurance. You could know everything, but if you can't get in front of a freaking client, you're useless. So there's people that are not that knowledgeable, but they have a way to get in front of people, and they're very successful. So you can do that. Okay. But I do know people that are super, super smart, but they're broke because they can't get in front of people. They can't do it. You know, to save their life, they can't do it. All right. I don't see any more questions. Guys, I would tell you a couple of things. If you're not one of my agents and you want to, send me an email. I would be glad, happy, and I am recruiting agents. I want to get out there and help you guys out. There is my email address. Hit me up. Okay. I would love to have you part of my team, and I'll set you up. And then I'm going to start my first round of training in February. Secondly, if you're not my agent, let's just say that you're with that organization over there and you are super duper happy, but their training's not too good. You like me, you're here, and you'd like to join, not leave your current organization because you're set, but you're all alone. Come join us, guys. Okay. I created this community. Okay. Let me share it with you guys right now. So we're trying to grow it this year. And the reason I created it was because I already have a community with my agents, but on this one right here, it is a community of just strictly ACA and Medicare agents. And we're trying to give you guys a lot of knowledge. Okay, you can join. It's $50 a month, so it's not free. All right, but I will guarantee that you will, based on what I'm putting out there, you're going to earn that $600 back. 50 times 12, 600. Okay, so this is what we do in there. I was going to do a monthly mastermind, but now I'm doing them weekly because I kind of have fun. So we're going to be doing weekly masterminds. Okay. You get to go on here and hit me up with like, Luis, I have this scenario. Can you quote it for me? What would you do? Okay. We'll have that for you. Okay. We are daily putting ad templates out there, stuff that you can use if you're going to do sponsored ads, but also stuff that you can put out there daily on your Facebook to let your people know that you sell ACA. All right. AI, just about everything I do is with AI now. I'm utilizing AI for everything. So I show you guys how to harness AI when you're doing your insurance marketing. Okay. The other deal is that we're bringing in pros to come talk to you, financial pros, because you're running a business, you're selling insurance. My job is to help you with insurance in this community, but you're selling insurance, but you're also a business owner. So financial people, tax people, business planning people. Okay. And I'm going to have to get some advertising people in here to talk about the new rules. So I'll have experts come talk to you guys. Okay. Lead gen. I get very, do stuff here with lead gen that I don't do out there with everybody else. Okay. Training, we'll be giving you guys experts in these other carriers come in. They're going to talk to you about their products. When it comes in to talk about compliance and recertification, I'm going to help you guys with that for the end of the year. And then discounted tech tools. If I can get a discount, we're going to throw it out there to you guys on some of the tech tools that I utilize. And then, I'm going to help you make money on your book of business. We're going to help you with cross-selling. So if you are out there and you're all alone and you'd like to join the community, come join us, guys. We'd love to have you. And I do these weekly masterminds on there. Okay. And then don't forget, guys, at the make sure that on this video, I appreciate your comments. I'm going to hit the other 3 that just popped up. Come join us. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. And then don't forget, guys, I have a couple of things. I have my smart books for sale. Okay. ACA, Medicare, English and Spanish. Also, one thing that has been doing well is some of you guys want a one-on-one. Okay. Unfortunately, guys, I am super busy. I can't just really give up my one-on-one time. Okay. I mean, I got a family. I got a lot of stuff happening. Okay. But here's what we can do. Okay. I'm going to share this with you guys. 1 minute. I'm pasting it right now. If you would like to set up a one-on-one with me, okay, I'm going to post the comment down below also. Okay, if you would like to do a one-on-one, and I don't care what we talk about. You want to talk about how bright the sun is? It doesn't matter. But really, you're going to share with me. Once you sign up, you can buy half-hour time. You can buy an hour of my time. I got goodies I'm going to give you because of that. But we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Go buy my time. We'll schedule it. We'll work it out. We'll either do a Zoom or a phone call, whatever works. And I'll be glad to come out and do some one-on-one. I've been doing this for 25 years, guys. I'll share everything I've got with you. Okay, Arturo. Let's see. Answer my question. Philippe from California. I thought I did. The heck is your question, Philippe? You didn't post a question, dude. All right, hit me back with your question. Here in Long Beach. Okay, I see they appreciate you. Thank you. But I don't see your question. Can answer my question, please? Philippe? Dude, you didn't post a question, man. Hit me back up with your question. Arturo, how can I join? Man, I just posted it here. I'm going to post the link to the community. Man, come join us. Stop. No, come join us. I would love to help you out. Okay, there's the link to the community. All right, Diaz 068. Can ACA clients change their PCP? Yes, they can. Okay. How do they do that? You can do it, but hell no, I don't want to do that for them. They can call the carrier and they can change their PCP. Now, every carrier is network based. So you got to make sure that that PCP that they want to go to is inside of the network. And if so, then they can call the carrier. And then depending on the carrier, if they download their app, they can also change their PCP, depending on that. Okay. The other deal. Now, a lot of the clients don't know that they can download an app on their phone. When we enroll somebody, guys, we utilize Agent CRM. Agent CRM is the CRM that I use for everything. Come join or come. If you don't have a CRM, guys, go try mine out. Okay. What I do is when I enroll somebody, we have a little button that says sold, policy sold. We pick the carrier, we do a couple of things. It creates a bunch of workflows. But the one part of the workflow that is automatically done is it will send my client. If I enrolled them with Aetna, it will hit them up about almost 9 times throughout the year. But the first hit that they get is, Mr. Client, do you know that first of all, we enrolled you with Aetna. Thank you, blah, 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 blah. But did you know that Aetna has this incredible app that you can download for free? You register and you get all of your information on that app. Your payment, your billing, your claims history, your ID cards, network search, your formulary search, everything is on the app. Here's the link for you to go get it. And I even show pictures of it. I do that for all the carriers. How do you get that done? You either go do it on your own and go do a ton of work, or you get my CRM that I just posted here and you get all of my workflows that I created, and it doesn't cost you anything more. You just got to use my link. All right. Ana, in Spanish, quiero saber si una persona que no tenía seguro de salud y empezó a trabajar y quiere un seguro de salud porque no tenía trabajo, pero ahora empezó a trabajar. Okay, so she is asking is, if a person who did not have health insurance, but they just started work and now they want insurance because they're working, can I start them? Yes, you can. Ana, come join the community, por favor. Okay. En el community, entra, porque esa es una pregunta muy buena y yo te puedo enseñar cómo hacer esto. But yes, you can get somebody into the marketplace. We've got to find a special election. So probably you can use the low income special election depending on how much income they make. So Ana, lo que pienso aquí es si la puedes meter a un plan. Recuérdate que tenemos el low income SEP. Que tengo ahí en mi Smart Book, tengo los niveles de los ingresos. Tiene que estar entre 100% y 150%. Si los ingresos están ahí, la puedes meter en un plan. Puedes comenzar. Arturo, hell yeah, come join us, bro. Deborah, I just signed up, man. Deborah, hey, thank you. Deborah, I think I hit you. You know what? I don't think I hit you up. Would you email me? I got my email. I want to know, hey, what do you want to get out of the community? Okay, as I like creating content. Let me know what you would like from me. Okay. Here we go, Philippe. I posted about your book use. Okay, yeah, the problem, yes. Here's the issue. I mean, the healthcare stuff, I created it. The ACA Smart Book, will it help you? Because you're a state-based exchange? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know how a lot of it. I'm not set up for California. I'm licensed, but I don't want to do the California training. But if you decide that in fact, I would just tell you this, guys, ACA commissions in California suck. They're like the lowest. Okay, so Brittany, if you thought 20 was bad, wait till you go sell in California if you ever decide to. They're a lot lower than 20. And that's just because California is California. Okay, but Philippe, let's say you decide to sell in Texas. That Smart Book is going to freaking help you, man, in any of the federal states. How can it help you with the state-based exchanges? Maybe not as much, but data's data. Maybe you can learn from it, have it. Emeritus sells over there, dental and vision. Allstate, I don't know. Your Department of Insurance is horrible in California, so I don't know if they allow indemnity plans. Immigration issues, I don't know. Specifically in California, maybe not as useful, but any of the federal states, super duper useful. All right, going back to Ana, and then I got a row, guys. Ana, quiero saber si la persona que apenas empezó a trabajar cualifica para un SEP. She wants to know if somebody who just started work qualifies for SEP. So yes, they can, depending on their income. Hopefully they qualify between that little window. Hopefully they qualify for that low income SEP. That's what I'm hoping. Okay. Otherwise, we got to play a game. And Ana, mándame un email, te ayudo. Arturo, let's go in here. So people can still get health insurance in the marketplace as a secondary, but they cannot apply for subsidy. Negative, man. No. So subsidy, which is the assistance to help pay the premiums, okay, that is based on the household size and income, okay? Everybody qualifies for ACA, assuming you can find either they're coming in through the OEP or a special election. Now, there are some rules about getting subsidy. Let's assume somebody qualifies for subsidies because of their income and their household size. But if they have Medicare, out of luck, okay? If they have employer coverage, it depends. Okay, it's called the family glitch, so it depends. If they have CHIP or Medicaid, if they have VA coverage, they shouldn't be getting any subsidies. They shouldn't even be getting a plan. So ACA is never secondary to something else. It's either group insurance, maybe ACA if they qualify based on their income due to the family glitch. Okay. So it's either group or ACA, or they have either a short-term medical plan or some other crap. That's it. Okay. So it kind of works like that. So it's not a secondary to some other insurance. ACA is primary. Okay. I hope that helps you out there. Okay. So with subsidy program, especially, okay. So that was part of your deal. So subsidies, again, they're just a tax credit that's applied towards the premium. All right. Hope you get an understanding there. Okay, guys, I got to roll. I appreciate you all being on today's call. A bunch of y'all, 22 people on today. I love it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And guys, I have my resources. Remember, you want to book on one-on-one call with me, don't be afraid to do that. Hit me up. It costs you money, but I'll make it worth your while. I mean, you get, when do you get to talk to somebody who's been in the business and successful about anything you want to talk about? But I want to make it really worth your while. So come hit me up. The one-on-one, I'd love to have you. Okay. Join the community. Come hit us up on the community there. There's my one-on-one. If you want to set up a call, get that email. Or again, if you want to join the community, we'd love to have you. Guys, thank you. Appreciate you. Have a great Friday. We'll see you next week.